Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel on this episode of No Contact Help. Today we're looking at 5 signs a narcissist is absolutely panicking. 5 confirmations your healing is working and they know it. Before we begin, please hit subscribe. Join our survivor community, and if you want more in-depth tools and strategies to reclaim your life after narcissistic abuse, head to the link in description. Register for our upcoming 6-week program. We'll be diving deep into healing, self-recovery, and thriving. Now let's dive into today's topic. Have you ever wondered if your healing from narcissistic abuse is working? It's a question we ask ourselves. We doubt our progress, wondering if enough time has passed or if we've done enough work. Well, there are clear signs that your healing is not just working, it's succeeding. And they know it. No, they don't. They have no idea you're healing. In fact, they believe you're still suffering, confused and hurting. They think they still hold the upper hand, and that's exactly why they panic when they realize your healing is real. So here are 5 signs that confirm your healing is working, and they know it. No. 1. A sudden flood of contact. The narcissist knows the power of space and separation. It's why they use silent treatments as a punishment. They use it to isolate you, to make you chase, to break down your resolve. But once you understand the importance of separation, their tactics crumble. You stop reaching out. You block their calls, you ignore their emails, and that's when they panic. Because now they need to do something, anything to get your attention. Think back to when you were with them. How often did they ghost you? How many days would pass with no contact? Yet now they're texting you constantly, calling you multiple times a day, emailing from new addresses, even showing up at your home. This sudden flood of contact is their panic response. They fear losing your attention, your validation, so they try to force it. But this desperation confirms you've taken back control. You're no longer chasing them. You're ignoring them, and that drives them mad. No. 2. Return of the love bombing. Love bombing is a narcissist's way of manipulating you. They shower you with affection, gifts, compliments, and grand gestures, all to win you back. Once you break free from their grasp, they believe they can manipulate you back into submission through charm. But it's not charm. It's panic. Remember when you were together, how little affection you received, how much you craved their warmth, their touch. Now that you're healed, you see through their facade. Their apologies mean nothing. Their promises are empty. Their grand gestures are just that, gestures. And the fact that they're trying harder now shows how terrified they are of losing you. Their love bombing isn't about romance, it's about control. They want to establish dominance. It's a tactic that worked before, so they're trying it again. But their efforts only confirm that you're no longer under their spell. No. 3. Smear campaign intensifies. As you heal, you start telling your truth. You find your voice. You share your experience. And that's when the smear campaign against you intensifies. The narcissist attacks your reputation, your character, your sanity. They turn your friends, family, colleagues against you. They paint you as the villain, the crazy one, the one who can't let go. They want to discredit you, to break your support system. But this smear campaign is their panic move. It shows they're afraid. They know your truth, and if others believe you, they lose their power. You were broken when you were isolated, dependent on their validation. They didn't need to convince anyone you were the problem. But now you're healed, speaking your truth, standing strong. That scares them. They have to destroy your reputation because they can't control it anymore. The smear campaign isn't about you. It's about their panic. Number 4. Flying monkeys deployed. The Flying Monkey Brigade is the narcissist's secret weapon. They use mutual friends, family, colleagues to relay messages, to convince you to forgive, to patch up, to give chances. They might say things like, "Don't hold on to anger. You're better than this. You'll find someone new." These are all tactics to manipulate you. But when they start deploying the flying monkeys, it's a sign of panic. They're trying to convince you to accept their terms, to end the conflict on their terms. And that's a red flag. They never needed mediators when you were trauma bonded. There was no need for third parties when you were under their spell. But now that you're healed, you're setting boundaries. You're cutting ties. And they can't do it directly. They have to bring in reinforcements. This is their ultimate manipulation, bringing in others to convince you to end the conflict. But it's a conflict they started. A war they waged. And they can't face defeat directly. No. 5. Desperate hoovering. Hoovering is the narcissist's last resort. It's when all else fails. They pull out all the stops. They become someone they're not. They promise things they'll never deliver. They create fake crises, begging for help. You might receive frantic calls, tearful pleas, stories of hardship and despair. They claim they've changed. They profess undying love. They offer false hope of reconciliation. It's an attempt to manipulate you back in, but it's driven by panic. Think about it. When you were together, they didn't need elaborate tactics. A simple text from you would have brought you running. But now, it takes life-threatening emergencies, tearful confessions, desperate promises. The more intense the hoovering, the deeper your healing. They went from casual contact to full-blown crisis-mongering. And that shows how desperate they've become. They've no real change. They wouldn't call in the middle of the night, unless it was about them. And a true apology isn't met with false accusations and threats of when they hoover, it's pure panic. They know they've lost you. They've lost control. And their ego can't handle that. These signs aren't just indicators of success in your healing journey. They're confirmations that you've defeated the narcissist. They're a testament to your strength, your resilience. Narcissistic abuse leaves deep wounds, but your healing is a victory worth celebrating. Recognize the narcissist's panic. Embrace your own power. You've come too far to turn back. Keep moving forward. Thank you. I'm the host. Until next time, let the healing begin and continue.